Hello everyone, it's Tilly from Tilly Journals and welcome back to my channel. I'm here to memory plan the week of the 19th of April in my 7x9 Tilly Journals planner. It's a weekly, monthly vertical. I have the mystery coffee and flowers kit from Plannerface. I think this was January's mystery kit. It's obviously leftovers because I have already used part of the kit in my pre-planning. There's still tons left, particularly with it being a mystery kit and there's this whole extra sheet. So yeah, I also have from Plannerface this washi tape. I do PR for Plannerface, so I get a discount for promoting her stickers, but it does mean you can use Tilly 10 to save as well. Here is the stickers I've got pulled out ready, and yeah, this is the week in my planner. So without any further ado, I'm going to get the base down. Okay, so whilst I'm popping the base down, I'm going to do my usual talking about the social justice issue, and today we are carrying on with my little stream of talking about rebuttals, useful rebuttals to frustrating conversations. And as I've said in every one of these videos, the sort of suggestion is from, so you want to talk about, and then I've put it into my own words and added bits and modified it to a way that, you know, I would phrase things. So I hope you found it useful. This is more an American thing than a UK thing, but I still think it is worth talking about on here. Because obviously there is a lot of privatisation of the NHS going on, and it's about whether if somebody says healthcare isn't a right. So yeah, the thing on so you want to talk about is very much American centric. So there's been a lot of things in America basically marketing the idea that healthcare isn't a right and is a privilege, but like the Declaration of Human Rights claims that everyone has a right to healthcare, and you cannot help getting ill, you cannot help being sick. Like, there are things you can do that make you less likely to get certain types of sicknesses, but the idea that because you are ill you have to go into debt to get better just sits so uncomfortably with me. To have a baby, people go into hundreds of thousands of pounds of debt to have a baby. Can you imagine if you had complications at the birth of your child? And I just want to put trigger warning here for, you know, I'm not going to go into detail, but trigger warning for illness in babies. Say your baby gets distressed before it's born. While it's still inside you, you end up having to have an emergency C-section. Things went well, and the baby's fine, but then they start to realise he's got an infection and he needs to go to intensive care. Or, you know, they pick up a defect, a heart defect on the baby check. Like, then you come home to hundreds and thousands of pounds. Your baby survives, your baby gets better. Even if your baby doesn't, like, particularly if your baby doesn't, you come home to hundreds and thousands of dollars of debt that you literally couldn't do anything about. It was a complication of the birth. How, like, is that okay? And then just let's extrapolate that, because that baby had no choice in any of that. And yeah, it's the parents' debt, and the parents chose to get pregnant, and there's a lot of, well, don't have kids if you can't afford to have a kid. You don't know that that's going to happen. Most births are simple. Most births don't require a C-section. Most births don't require a stay in the NI intensive care. But some do. So to say that somebody is going to have to pay for that, a parent is going to have to pay for that, a parent is going to be in hundreds and thousands of pounds or dollars of debt to help their baby survive. Or, like, I think when you put it into things about children, it becomes much harder to argue, but why is that any different when somebody is above the age of 18? It shouldn't be. Nobody should have to go into debt to survive things that they cannot control, and most health conditions you have absolutely no say over, and even the ones that you have a tiny bit of say over, like, for example, there is a very strong link between heavy smoking and COPD. There is also a familial link within COPD, and a sort of deficiency you can have that makes you more likely to get COPD. We can't generalise healthcare, and nobody should have to go into debt and then not be able to feed themselves to survive. It's just, yeah, I don't know how to explain that if you don't get it. Okay, look, so that's the base down. I still do need to chop off the bits of tape at the top, but that's fine. Let's have a zoom in and look at the first half of the week. Okay, good. So as usual with my memory plan with me at the moment, I have pulled out the boxes ready. I am just going to bob them down. Whilst chatting about nothing really, or chatting about whatever comes into my head, and then I'll go through and tell you what everything is. I don't really remember much about this week. I normally like film them the week after, or like the next time I film after the week is over. However, this week, I'm a week late, so this was like 2 weeks ago now, so I don't really remember anything, which is bad, isn't it? Maybe I've left myself enough room there. I think I probably have. I'm actually going to put that at the bottom. Yeah. Rather than the flag, just so that things are a bit better spread out. So yeah. By the way, I haven't bought 4 boxes on Wednesday or the other day. I don't remember which day it was, because I don't know how big a day extender I'm going to need. I know I will, but I don't know how big a one I will need. So first thing on the morning is I'm going to mark in my morning routine. Then I went over to my parents' house. This is when they were away to feed their cats. And whilst I was at the house, I did a post office run. And then sat and did some reading. I think this is when we were doing the Discord buddy read. So I was reading for that there. Then I worked on planner designs. Then we had dinner and watched a bit of Suits before I went to work. Don't know why Soch was at home this day. Maybe it was resident on call, non-resident on call or something. Then I went to work, had an evening shift, and it was just a bit of a meh shift. So I've just got a little character to mark that in. And that is Monday. Okay, so Tuesday I'm going to pop the stickers down again. I've got a 2-stripper washi thing that I'm really trying hard to keep together. We'll see how that goes. I think it's alright though. I think that went okay. Why am I trying to throw this sticker on the floor? I kind of want the sticker that this is going to go with to go down now, so that, yeah, I check my spacing's okay. Yeah. I was like, have I put these stickers the right way around? I have. We're good. We're good. And then I think I'm going to have a little bit too much space here. So I might put in a divider, maybe between those last 2 stickers that I got put down. I am trying to use dividers where and when I can. And with like this new style of memory planning, sometimes I have a bit more space than I used to. So there is actually space for divider. So let's just pull out a divider of some variety. How big's the gap? I think it's probably this size divider rather than a bigger one, isn't it? May even want a smaller one. Hang on. The other one I have is smaller. The heart line. Where's? I've got like 3 sizes of divider. This one. This is what I'm looking for. Yeah, that works better. So, as usual, first things first is I'm marking in my morning routine. And then took a nap. Why was I taking a nap? Like, I'm not particularly I generally don't nap because I generally don't feel very good after I've napped. But for some reason, I napped this day, and I actually, in like real time, napped yesterday. So who knows what's going on. And I got that flag in to mark packing orders. I then worked on interview prep. We then watched a bit of Suits before I went to work. Again, I don't really know why Soch was at home. How strange. Then I had an evening shift. And then this is also the day that Chauvin was convicted. So I just got a little happy there for Tuesday. Okay, so Wednesday I'm going to need a day extender, I think. So we'll see where we get to think. So the first thing I'm marking in is sleeping in, which I'm going to pop the sticker down first, just because that tells me how much space I need to leave. And then we'll go back to just putting boxes in something there is very wonky and I'm not 100% sure what. I think it's actually the glitter header though. That looks better. Haven't like arranged these so they're on the right sides, which is what I normally do. But we'll work it out as we go down. I think I'll probably only need a half box day extender, if even that. Like it might be able to fit a smaller extender in, but we'll see. Because this needs layering. Pop that in first. Just otherwise I don't know how much space I need to leave for the heart. I think this flag will fit just before the full box. So then I've got 3 things, so a half box day extender should be plenty. So where is my sticker album? I brought my sticker album out. Did I put it away? I possibly did. I still needed that. So it's a half box day extender I need. So what I do is I pop the day extender down, grab my full box, and on my reusable sticker album I tend to just line them up together and then just put the full box down as if it was just a full box. And actually that flag can come down slightly further. I was thinking it was the other side of the line it touched. We'll probably spread those things out a tiny bit more to make that look less silly. So as I said, I'm just going to peel these up a little bit and spread them so the gap isn't just all at the bottom. Spread that gap out a little bit throughout the spread. Day, that's the word I'm looking for. Day. I am not enjoying this. I am not doing very well here. Why I've put that flag like in the middle when I know it's for my evening shift is beyond me. So, oh, I need to put the boxes down and the day extender as well. Let's just open that up. So I've got a 3rd box and 2. So I think I'm probably going to I'm just going to centre the 3rd box. Can just have a reasonable amount of white space either side. Though what I might do is actually, I'm going to put these 2 boxes in first. That wants to be ever so slightly higher. And it wants to be like right along the divide line. What I might do is pull this up to the top and pop this like divider overlapping. Does that look silly? I think it would look better if it was at the top of the box, not on the bottom. I removed a tiny bit of the print. So I'm going to turn this over so that hopefully I can cover up that tiny bit of where I've destroyed the print. That's better, I think. I think that looks better. I'd like it to be a tiny bit further down. But again, is it worth actually moving it? I have done, so clearly. Right, stop playing Tilly, you're just going to ruin it even more. Right, so where were we? Morning routine. There. Then that's just to mark in having something happening. Then I had my first V8 interview. And then did a little bit of cutting on the silhouettes. I was also researching some sticker art at this time. Why? I don't want to rip this too fast because if you do, sometimes that's when you bring the ink up. And I've run out of foiled cut scripts, so I'm trying to use up my black ones. There, then Macca's in my car. Well, it wasn't actually Macca's, it was just Nugs, but yeah. And then evening shift. Something annoying that happened at work. I've just got this okay whatever in. Then I did enneagram testing during my break at work, and I just wanted to mark that in, and it was scary accurate. And then I did something cool at work, which is going to go there. I've somehow lost my evening shift script, so I do just need to pull one of those in. There. So that is the first half before the pen. Let's turn over and get on with the second half. Thursday was not a very busy day at all. There is only about 6 things to mark in, though 3 of them have quite big boxes, so it should be okay. It was mostly to be honest with you, I was mostly interviewing. I was interviewing or filming most of the day, one or the other. It was a good day. I think that works well. Morning routine is the first thing, as usual. I'm marking in. So this was actually my only day of work this week, and all I did really was interview people and do a bit of filming. Then I pulled out stickers ready for filming. Then this third box is for the interviews. And then I spent the majority of the rest of the day filming. I actually did interviews, then filmed, then did more interviews, so. But that's how I wanted to show this. Then I've got edit there. And we also had a relatively early night, which I didn't pull out an early night script, which I probably should have done. Maybe I'll put one in a bit. But that's Thursday. This is going really quickly in some ways. It felt really slow at first, but I feel like I've sped up. So again, Friday needs a day extender, but I don't know how much of a day extender, so we will deal with that when we get there. I do realise these two are the same colour, but I just decided to leave it be. I think that is where that one's. Sometimes with these squared off boxes, I like to put the sticker on there and then, because it's much easier to move premium matte as soon as it goes down. So yeah, it's true of most stickers actually. Easiest as soon as it goes down. I think we're possibly going to need a half box day extender. Here's my gut feeling. Yeah, I reckon so. I reckon I can spread those out a little bit to take up the rest of the space, and then we can use a half box day extender. And again, we might have to pull in a some divider. Whoops, what's going on with that sticker? It's like some of the backing has peeled up. So let's spread these out a tiny bit more. Again, I don't think there's really space for a divider on this day in the main body. I think these could just be a tiny bit further apart and it would be fine. Just gonna make this. I do realise I'm moving things like millimetres, but it looks better in my head or in real life, don't know which. And then in the day extender, I'm actually going to put things very slightly out of order. No, not. Well, I am, but not in the out of order that I thought I was about to. Hopefully this will fit. This broken sticker is annoying me. It's just going to have to go like that, and it should work. Except this doesn't fit. This doesn't fit. Maybe that just has to come out the extender a little bit. Does that look dumb though? It kind of does. But I don't know how else to make it fit. Unless I make this something smaller. Because even if I pull that all the way down, I don't think that quite fits on the day extender. And the reason I can't pull it down any further, then maybe I can. No, not really. We're just gonna leave it and it'll be fine. It'll be fine, it's just gonna poke out a little bit. I'm gonna have to deal with it. That's where I'm at. I don't like how I've put that in, but it's gonna be stuck there unless I get undo. But the undo is in front of me, so I am gonna use the undo. Why? That's better. That will dry itself in a minute. Correct that while we're there. I don't like that either. Oh my god, why? This is the problem with pulling out undo. Once you've done it once, it's like, might as well just keep using you until I'm perfect. My spread is perfect. But I'm a big. Your spread is meant to be like representative. So if you screw up, you screw up. So I haven't actually said what any of this is. So I probably should go through and do that. So the first box is for sleeping in, and then I had work again, which it was actually a day shift this time rather than an evening, because I've been on evenings the rest of the week. So I've just got a day shift script. Then this box is to mark the kittens being spayed, Then this is being busy at work, collecting the kittens, having an interview. Actually, I might have wanted to do some journaling on this day. I want to do some journaling on this day. Damn it, Tilly! At least it is on a day extender, so it's actually quite easy to deal with, because the day extender should come up, like stickers come off day extenders quite easily. The hardest part is going to be, but I don't want a full box of journaling. Well, it's going to have to be though, isn't it? So we're probably just going to throw out this day extender. Partly because we ripped it, partly because, yeah. It's just, we're getting rid of that. And the whole full box wants to come up. I can fill up a whole little section of journaling, but I didn't necessarily want a whole box of journaling. But that's what we got, so we're gonna go back in with the extender and then put the full box back in over the extender and put that back down. Then this might fit better actually, which will be good. Sorry, that actually still wants to go right at the bottom of the day. Oh no, we can put things in the right order now. Hang on. So this is for stopping the kittens. So the kittens were being a bit feisty, like they were just really untrusting of one another. So yeah, that was to mark an interview. Oh, sorry, I've missed that off. This is to mark, like, trying to work out what I'm going to do about my VA. Then my bit of journaling is going to be about my VA decision. I'm not going to write that in here because people's privacy. And I've got this box here for, we had a Discord group chat, and I am just going to pull up the Planner Friends Make the Best Friends sticker and move it a tiny bit higher, just to make this fit a bit better. And then the last thing is that the cats weren't trusting of each other. I don't know what was wrong with them, but they were like, it was post-spaying, they weren't trustful of each other. So that's what that flag at the bottom is there for. So I'm going to leave that there and we'll move on to the weekend. Okay, so on to the weekend. I can probably put that back up now. Probably dry enough. So I'm actually going to put in, I think I'm going to put in the boxes for both days, remarkably. I don't know why I've decided to do that, but I have. It's just how I decided to play things right now. There. Oh, I thought I was going to run out of space on this day, and I definitely haven't. Okay, so is there a gap between... Okay, the last two things were not work related, so I might put a divider in here to separate those. Something doesn't look straight on that day either. I think it might be this sticker. It'll be fine. I'm marking work in the same way on both days, because why not? When in doubt. Mark things. So like, I like to mark work in like vaguely the same way every day. I've used barely any of the half boxes in this spread. But that's fine. That's how these things work sometimes. I think Sunday is going to fit perfectly. I think I've pulled out like exactly the right size stickers. Grand. So these are both for sleep in. I think the reason I've just pulled the stickers out at the same time, they're like boxes out at the same time, is because the beginnings of the days are very similar. So I was like, well, I might as well just get them in. And then, as I said, I like to mark work in the same way if it's the same sort of shift. Just want to centre these a bit better. I don't like there to be like loads of white space on one side and barely any on the other. I notice other people doing that when they use these, is that they have white space, loads of white space on one side and not on the other, and it winds me up. And then I've just got long, if I don't throw them on the floor, I've got long day scripts for both of those, because that's the work shift I was on like 12-hour days, which is why it's so much of the thing. Then that was for a 4-hour wait at work. I then wrote some emails there. There was a patient that I just wanted to mark in something about there. And then I picked up Nando's on the way home from work, even though we'd had takeaway the day before. But yeah, thought I'd use the scripts there as well from the kit. Then on the Sunday, I think this was, what was this for? No, there was yeah, I'm not really going to say what either of those two things were. Like, that was annoyance at somebody, but I'm not going to give you more information than that just because of work, really. Then I was in my head about something specific, but I will write it in again later, off camera probably. Because I was so in my head, me and Soch were talking and we burnt pizza, which did not help, which was the leftovers of our takeaway from Friday, so we just had an early night. And that is all of the stickers in, so let's open her up and see where we got to. Okay, so let's have a look at what we had left in the kit. As I said, this was a mystery kit, so it was bigger than most. So we've got 4 more fashion girls there. We've got a lot of half boxes left, bizarrely. We've got a few of the littles and things. I mean, you can see it. You don't need me to say what everything is. Got loads of the scripts because they're not necessarily scripts I use. And I used all of those 4 boxes. So that's what we are left with. I think they'll probably go into my leftovers pile. Maybe I'll use them. But anyway, let's write everything in, except actually I need something to fill up that space, don't I? How big a space is it? Will it fit one of these in? Except they're all hollow, so no. If I had one of those in silver, I might try, but instead we'll just pop one of these in. I actually think the other one would have fit better, but that's what I've got, so we're going to go with it. Right, I'm going to speed up and write everything in. Okay, look, whilst I'm writing everything in, I just want to check in with you guys. I am struggling a little bit at the moment, but I am doing better than I have been, I think. I finally booked some annual leave, and I think I am relieved that it's coming up. I'm getting a bit on top of my portfolio. I'm still feeling quite behind on lots of other things, and I'm still feeling quite stressed and overwhelmed with everything, but I'm doing a bit better than I have been, and I think I've admitted to myself that I'm not doing too great properly. Like, I know I've been saying it on here for a little while, but I think I've admitted it to myself that it's not just a bad day or a bad week. I'm struggling at the moment, and I think that has helped in that I'm accepting that I need help with things, and people are giving me it. So yeah, I actually feel a lot more positive today than I have for a little while, so that's good at least. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I hope you guys are doing well. Let me know down below. I love to chat with you about how you're doing in the comments. Okay, cook, so there we have the finished spread. I still haven't cut off the top. I'll do it after. So that's how we're looking. I really like how the florals floral overlays look with it. Just add that little bit of something. I really, really like how this has come together. Absolutely gorgeous mystery kit. Possibly my favourite one. Possibly. Hard to say. Anyway, comment like down below. What did you think? Did you have a good week? The week of the 19th? And was okay. I had Friday was a great day. But no, Sunday was awful. So a bit of a mix, and obviously thrilled about the trial results. So yeah, that's all I've got for this video. Comment like down below if you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in my next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!